Who are you gonna call? Refund! Sorry. It's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke, okay? It's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke. Oh, I've finally seen the movie, The Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Let me tell you a little bit of backstory about myself. When I was a kid, to the classics, number 1 and number 2, my mom used to go to Blockbuster and actually rented every Saturday. She used to extend it, so I used to watch it on a Sunday. Every Sunday, I used to watch it because I used to get bored very, very much. So, yeah, but without further ado, this movie, if you saw Afterlife, which I did, I thought it was a little bit sluggish. To me, I thought it was a little bit sluggish until right at the end, and he made up for it at the end. I don't even want to spoil that one, in case you haven't seen it. Was this movie great? It was good. It was good. It was entertaining. Yeah. But if you're looking for something more, that might be that might be a thing for you, not too good. So let me get into the positives, and then I get into the negatives of this movie. So, the positives. The effects of CGI and everything is great. So, it's about the Ghostbusters, the generation, I call it, Ghostbusters. They want them shut down. They think its time has come and everything until all this frozen hell over, which you see in the trailer. Now, what you see in the trailer and the teaser doesn't really come in till halfway through, but that's not right a negative because it's beautiful, it's great how it's done. The monster, the big dog, itself is more darker than scarier, which I like that too. I like that too. I also like what you just saw there. They have new gadgets, which I think is great, as well, because you need something new and refreshing if you're going to bring Ghostbusters up to light, There's the ball, but I won't spoil it. So that's some of the positives, and it was really fun. Now, the negatives, and I'm going to have to say this straight out from the bat. I'm not saying there's more negatives. I think it's just equal. First things first, the biggest thing from this movie, there is so many people in this movie. I think I counted about 16 or 17. I'm not joking. In this movie, separated. I'm not bullshitting you with this. Too many characters to get invested in because we just had Afterlife. So really, we should be invested in the generation characters as well, But in this, there's the generation characters. There's the classic ones from the old days. And there's also the new New York ones, because it's New York City and this is where they moved to, as well. So, it's a mess. If you're wanting to invest in new characters or anything, it's a mess. In that section. But if you just want to go for fun, great. Now the biggest thing is in the trailers is Bill Murray and the classic, itself. Man, the lines he had was great, but I feel like they could have been used in the older version. Like he was held back because he wasn't filtered in the old version. It was vulgar and stuff like that. I feel like there was a lot hold back from Bill Murray, which was underwhelming. Plus, it was just like this pop-up scene, like, oh, he's there. Oh, wait, he's gone, kind of thing. Same as the other cast members, like so. But when you get to the new characters, half of them are the same as Bill Murray. I'm not kidding. Even the generation, I think what you saw in the Afterlife, I don't think they really put as much in as what they did with Afterlife. Despite me feeling sluggish, it was executed well because it was just like kind of a slow build-up. Now, they were trying to do this with this movie. It doesn't succeed. You see it, the build-up, and it doesn't succeed. Now, the biggest word of all is the monster. Is the monster hyped? I call it monster because it's a entirely different concept. It's beautiful as it is. It's there. I don't want to spoil anything because it's spoiler-free, but I feel like it's there. The final battle commences there, and it's over. It's over, and then you build me up for all that just for that kind of situation. That's what I got from it, Besides everything else, like I said, I had fun. And that's the important part of Ghostbusters, is having fun. I did have fun watching this movie. Do I recommend it going to the cinema? I think if you're a blockbuster fan or, if you're casual, this is not recommended to watch, I don't think. I would recommend just watching the classics until this gets on a streaming release. Like Afterlife, but Afterlife, like I said, made up for it. This kind of was That's another negative as well. The scenes in this, I feel like there was less invested, But the biggest pro on all this is the ghosts, like slime and stuff like that. They look really good. This is what I'm saying. I hate doing this because I think Afterlife executed it more better. I really think it did. But it was fun. The battle was fun. You just can't invest in the characters. That's the only thing. So what do I rate this movie out of 10? It's a tough one. I'm going to give this a 5. Just for 50-50. I might watch it again. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you seen Ghostbusters?